My Hulk idea got reduced to atoms by Netmarble because they constantly ban him in PvP. And I was planning to do a full showcase video of him in PvE and PvP using a regen build, but that still has not been able to come to fruition. So we're going to skip right into Odin, actually. And I've been building him since he came out just under an hour ago or so. And yeah, this is what we're working with. I decided to spend some money and some gold to kind of get him to where he needs to be for a proper showcase or a proper impression video, And we took some resources from some other characters to build up Daddy Odin. And we're working with a rage build. As you can see, we're maxed out on crit rate and dodge, and his crit damage is looking good. Everything else is looking good, and he has a very decent HP pool. We have, again, like I said, a CTP of Rage. Power of Angry Hulk, I feel, is vital. It's integral to a good Odin, especially if you're going for a damage build because his attacks are so slow. So attack speed is going to be of utmost importance when building Odin. I cannot stress that enough. Our build, as you see, is as, thematic as it might be. We have Odin stacked with a few Odin's blessings. More to come, for sure. More to come as I decide who I want to strip down little by little to build up one of my top 10 favorite characters in all of Marvel, Odin. So, I've been doing some work with him behind the scenes, off camera, so I have a pretty good understanding as to how he's going to be played. But before we get right into battle, I want to detail what I believe his skill rotation is going to be. If you're not familiar with his skills, I will go ahead and show you. Here's his one. It is not an iframe until the very end. It is extremely unsafe and extremely slow. It may be good to use it when he has his invincibility windows, but I believe there are simply better options, and its attack scaling is not great either. So I would pretty much ignore this skill. His second skill is this amazing attack with a huge windup, probably the longest windup in the game of any attack, and for good reason. It hits extremely hard in my experience. His third skill is him summoning one of his trusty ravens, and the good thing about this skill in my practice with Odin is that it applies instantly. So this is an instant cancel skill. You do not have to get the full animation to get the buffs from the skill. I don't know if the raven comes when you cancel the skill, so we're going to try that real quick. Do we see the raven? Yes, the raven comes instantly. So our rotation is going to be 3 cancel 5, delay cancel when the big bad boy Odin comes out, and then we wind up his 2 and then finish with 4. So let's go see how this plays out in combat. We're going to, of course, practice against Cult Obsidian. He never gets sick of being beaten on, does he? The team we're going to go with is a Dr. Voodoo team because Odin has all defense down, and his all defense down can go upwards of 90% with Dr. Voodoo lead. Now, if Odin had leadership ability, he would be absolutely busted because we could use White Fox, but unfortunately, they only give us command because Netmarble is going to Netmarble. You could use any variety of supports with him. You really can't go wrong. I'm using Ghost Panther just because I don't want to give him Phyla-Vell because my Punisher uses Phyla-Vell, and I'm very picky about my teams. Now, we could use Ebony Maw, but Ebony Maw is a good leadership for Professor X, so I'm ultimately just comfortable with this team right here. Phyla-Vell would be good, though, because she does give him 30% all attack. And as for the strikers, Hex, I've in my experience without her and with her, he does much better with her than without her, as most people do that have native all defense down. And Ebony Maw is integral to his performance as well over Doctor Strange because his attacks are so slow. He cannot take advantage of the 2-second window that Strange gives for time freeze to allow for proper one-shots. Now, that's not to say Odin cannot one-shot. We're going to find that out later on, especially once he gets his tier 3. That thing is going to be massive. So we're going to use Ebony Maw for the 10-second mind control. Now let's see how Odin performs unedited in combat based on my previous rotation, which is again 3 instant cancel, 5 delayed cancel, or 3 instant cancel co-op, 5 delayed cancel, 2. And see if we can get a good spike in damage. Now that wasn't bad. I really dig that spike in damage. Odin has a tendency to get interrupted from his attacks because he attacks so slow. So that's something to keep in mind. If you get the cancel on his 2 correct, he does destructive damage. So the key to Odin is just understanding the delay cancel on his 5. As you saw, he just absolutely mollywopped Cult Obsidian. So we're going to go right back into practice real quick, and we want to get good at timing when Daddy Odin becomes Astral Projection Odin. And the moment he has the astral projection, that's when you hit the 2. And in my experience, you do not cancel the 2. Even though the windup is so long, him throwing that spear has tremendous damage. Tremendous damage. So we're looking at 3, 5. When Daddy Odin comes up, see, we canceled early there. We didn't get Big Daddy Odin. So we're going to try again, right? We want to get the cancel as early but as effectively as possible. The moment we have Daddy Odin, that's when we cancel. So 3, 5, delay, there you go. See, boom. And then we hit 2. And then throw the spear, and then into 4. And that pretty much spells the end of any of his enemies. I feel like Odin has just absolutely tremendous potential. This could be one of the best PvE tunes we've ever seen, and this is just fresh off the presses Odin. We don't have his tier 3 yet. His tier 3 has, if I didn't show you, is so much damage potential, it makes me sweat. It literally makes me sweat. So we're going to build his tier 3, and I'm just going to show you. And I'm not even sure how I'm going to fit that bad boy in. It is so much damage potential. It looks like an Awakening tier 3. It looks like they combined Awakening with a tier 3. So this is his tier 3. And just the hits, the AoE, everything's instant. Everything's destructive. It's just absolutely terrifying. Now I want to see if we can get his tier 3 in with his proper rotation, at least with Big Daddy Astral Odin in the picture. So we're going to try to do that next time. Wouldn't that be awesome? So we're going to have our tier 3 now. And let's see. Yeah, we got Astral Projection Odin applying all defense down while the tier 3 is going on. I'm telling you guys, Odin is going to change the game. I could not be happier with his upgrade. He looks absolutely amazing. His skills have a very good flow. You just have to be very careful of being interrupted in your attacks. So prioritize getting attack speed on Odin so that he can throw that spear within the timing of a rage, if that's what you decide to do, which I also heavily recommend. And with that said, this is going to be the end of the video. I will see you all again very soon, probably more with a follow-up video, probably even tier 3 if RNG shines upon me. Please bless me, Odin. And hopefully, if Hulk isn't banned this Thursday, we can finally get the Hulk video out. And again, I want to thank everyone who wished me happy birthday today. I know that maybe some people that watch this don't know that it's my birthday, but hey, it's my birthday, and I got one of my top 10 favorite characters, a rage build for my birthday. You know, it couldn't have gone any better. So thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Bye.